Pérez-Vega, and I'm a lifelong West Sider, each and every breath, and it has been such an honor to not only be a part of this community and be raised in this community, but also see community come together in the good and the bad that we have had amongst just the past, let's say, 5 years, okay? Because we've had some issues that we've been talking about to address housing, okay, to address education, to address what it looks like in our healthcare systems, and those conversations, they never left and got frozen up. They've always been sustained, not just by folks that are now like, okay, I'm an elected official, okay? But no, by the community that matters, and it's always been grounded in comunidad when we talk about WSCO. When we talk about how we need rent stabilization and get that on the ballot and win, we talk about how WSCO was a part of that. Right. Not just saying in the background, but in the front line for housing justice. And I sit on that housing committee at the state where we fought to put $1.3 billion into our housing here in Minnesota so that we can address homelessness, but there's more work to be done. And what I love to see about WSCO, okay, now stepping into that elected official route is somebody that looks at this organization, and when I have constituents come up to me saying, what can we do? We live on the west side. How do we become engaged? How do we become to have two movements in one? I say, you need to direct your questions into action with the folks that take action. And the folks who take action is West Side Community Organizers. Okay, it's important. And here's the thing. We had to continue to do a call for action, which is what I'm asking of you, not only as my constituents, but as my neighbors, as familia, and as village, to continue to address and stand up and speak up on the policies that you want to see that will make a difference, that we know can make a difference, and that WSCO is leading, not just on these blocks at the west side, but bringing that agenda into our state. And right now, I want to also shout out, because I think it's beautiful to see our housing advocates and our tenants who are utilizing their skills and also their experiences for next session to shout out a policy that's coming from right here on the west side into from state that I'm authoring with our tenants' rights to organize. Okay? And thank you so much to everyone at WSCO who said, Maria, we got to do something. And I'm right there. Yes, we have to do something, because just like the spaces that WSCO have and open their doors from, they deserve to be able to bring WSCO into the organizing that's happening in our residencies. And most importantly, what WSCO is doing for our kids. Okay, it's showing them the importance of whatever language you speak, whatever background you come from, that we have a home for all of our kids growing in this community. I know folks that have been West Siders, born West Siders, maybe they moved on the other side of town, or maybe they moved into the suburbs, but they've always came to address how important WSCO's work is to them, and they come back. And they come back to see it grow, and they come back to give back to our community because of the leadership that is coming out of West Side Community Organizing. So I want to say thank you and shout out to the ED, the Executive Director, Monica Bravo, who is so sad she can't be here. We want to wish her a speedy recovery to get better, because I've seen that woman cry, smile, celebrate, sacrifice a lot of time, okay, and doesn't just do it to clock in and clock out of the job. She lives the job. She cares about her community, and I think we all know how much she cares about it, because it circled us all here today, and it keeps us the fight and light. So let's send her some, buena vibras of good health and self-recovery. But I just want to say buen provecho. Thank you so much, WSCO. 50 years, let's give them 50 more. Pa'lante.